Hi everyone, welcome back to Flamingo BBQ Co. Presents. Today, we're cooking smoked beef short rib. So we went to Wall Fork this afternoon and we picked up this bone-in beef short rib. They're about 6.5 pounds, you can see here. Taking the packaging off, you can see the silver skin along with some of the fat. For this cook, we're going to go ahead and trim some of that silver skin, some of the fat. However, it is recommended sometimes to leave that fat on. It totally depends on you. You can also see the USDA prime marbling here. Very nice. And for the membrane here towards the back side, we're going to go ahead and leave it on for this cook. It's recommended to remove it, especially in pork ribs, but for beef ribs, it seems to be optional. And we're just taking a good amount of fat off the ribs here, at least the fat that won't render. And as I said, towards the back side, we're going to leave the membrane on for this cook. As a binder, we're going to use our traditional yellow mustard. We're going to go pretty liberal with the mustard and want to make sure we cover as much short rib as we can. In terms of seasoning, we're doing lemon pepper. And we're just going to give it a little hint of lemon pepper, and then we're going to top it off with some complete seasoning from Padilla. We're going to go pretty liberal with the complete seasoning. Want to make sure we cover as much surface area as we can. That way we ensure a nice bark. Flipping it over and doing the same thing towards the back. We also want to make sure we get some binder to the sides as well so they can cover some of the seasoning. And then finally, we're going to use Lily's black pepper to help with the bark. And then we're going to let this sit here for about 15 minutes before adding it to our smoker. So after about 2.5 hours on our pellet smoker at about 270, you start to see the short rib starting to change colors a little bit. It's now more so on the red side, and you're starting to see the bark form as well. About 4.5 hours into our cook, we're starting to see the short rib take form, and we're starting to see the bark develop as well. And interestingly, you can see on the right hand side some of the meat pulling inward and away from the bone. So after about 6.5 hours onto our cook at 270, we're going to take out our ThermoPro thermometer and we're going to check for two things. One, internal temperature, and two, the texture of the meat. We want to make sure that it gives just enough. It should slide right in. Here we can see we're at about 168, 170, still a long ways to go. We want to be at around 202 before marking this one complete. However, this gives us a good indication that it's time to wrap. And this is how our short rib is looking right after we take it out from our butcher paper. You're starting to see the color definitely change. It's now more so on the darker side, definitely very smoky. And you're also seeing the meat turn inward and away from the actual ribs, so the ribs get more exposed, which is very interesting, but also gives it a really nice look. And there you have it. Meat's been resting for about an hour, and it's ready to be served to everyone here at the party. You can see the bark that developed, which is very nice. Normally, barbecue goes salt, pepper, garlic on this, but I mean, the complete seasoning really did the job. And you can also see the ribs very, very tender and just asking to be pulled apart. So taking a quick slice into one of the ribs, and here you go. You see the smoke ring all around the rib, as well as the juices just asking to be squeezed. Just a little bit out there so we can see how it came out, and just phenomenal. So thank you all so much for watching our channel. We greatly appreciate all the love and support. Please share, like, and subscribe. If you're not following us already on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, please go ahead and do so. Our handle is @Flamingo BBQ Co. And also, if you haven't checked out our website, please go ahead and do so as well. Thanks again so much for watching. If you have any ideas on what we should cook next, please go ahead and drop it in the comment section. Thanks again. Take care. See you next time.